Everton 2, Liverpool 0. No, not a joke. Not a fake score. That actually happened. Everton beat Liverpool by 2 goals and didn't even beat them. They didn't even beat them. They absolutely bullied Liverpool. They battered Liverpool. They absolutely put them to the sword in what was an embarrassing, abysmal, humiliating display from Liverpool. The performance was dreadful. The result was worse. There is nothing positive about today. Nothing at all positive about anything that happened today in regards to the performance, to the result, and nothing. The season's over. The season is done. There's no point clinging on to, well, it's still mathematically possible. It is done. Goals from Braithwaite and Dominic Calvert-Lewin were enough for Everton to secure a 2-0 victory. We didn't even score a goal at Goodison Park. That is how bad Liverpool have become in recent weeks, to the point where we go up against our fierce close rivals, our city rivals, who are battling relegation, who have been shocking all season, who are an absolute train wreck, and we made them look competent. We made them look like a solid unit. We made them look brilliant. Fair play to Everton. Absolutely deserved it. They were brilliant from minute 1 right the way through to the full, I think it was like 101 minutes when you take into account all the added on time and stuff. They were absolutely brilliant. The two wingers, Dwight McNeil and Garner, put an absolute shift down either wing. Tarkowski was absolutely solid at the heart of the defence. Midfielders, Decore, Idrissa Gueye, everything they did was perfect. They were working very well in tandem with one another. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin, it's so frustrating for a guy that's been virtually anonymous throughout the entirety of the season almost. We make him look like he's big game Didier Drogba. The way he was making himself available, the way he was challenging for every ball and winning every long ball that came up to him, and the way that he was just absolutely victimising both Ibrahim Konate and Virgil van Dijk, two defenders who have been so strong throughout the majority of this season and have been imperious at times through their solid performances. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, a guy that we know his physical attributes, we know what he possesses, but he took it to a whole new level tonight. Like I say, he channeled his inner Didier Drogba with the amount of physicality he was producing tonight. And it was brilliant from Everton's point of view and from his point of view. But my gosh, Liverpool were abysmal. We were outfought, we were outmatched, we were outmaneuvered, we were outworked, just overall outplayed. You can put all of the adjectives in front of out you want. Overall, we were just outplayed right from the first whistle, right the way through to the last. It was a shocking performance and a shocking defeat, shocking result. And to make matters worse, it's bad enough it's against Everton, but it's bad enough that it's at this point in the season. The title race is done for us. We're out of it now. The first horse in a 3-horse race has not just fell at the final hurdle. No, it's completely face planted, and just as it's about to face plant, the ground opens up and it's gone right the way through to the bedrock. That's how bad tonight was in regards to a truly, I don't even know what that performance was. It was just truly insanely bad. It was insanely bad, that entire, to the point where it was almost laughable. To the point I can't even single players out. There's and anyone out there that's thinking it, there's no scapegoat here. There's no scapegoat. No one can hold their head up high from this. No one can truly say that anything about tonight was good. Anyone tonight was good. Because the worst part is, we all knew what we were walking into. We all knew Goodison Park, it was going to be hostile. We all knew that they're playing for their lives down at the bottom of the table. We all know that, obviously, they're not in complete danger, especially after the win at the weekend. But we all knew that they were still wanting to obviously put the final nail in our title race coffin. And that's exactly what they did. Because they fed off the energy that the Goodison crowd gave them. We knew we were walking into a hostile atmosphere, but did we do anything about it? No. And we have crumbled yet again. And what makes it even more frustrating is the fact that we had this same game play out several weeks ago in the FA Cup against Manchester United. And then we had it a couple of weeks ago at Old Trafford again, playing against Man United in the Premier League. But this time, we got caught out big time by losing in a humiliating way. We had the same sort of scenario placed in front of us. Two fierce rivals, away both games away from home. Both games we're going into, our front line is, it stinks. Our front line absolutely stinks. It stinks, it stinks, it stinks. Mo Salah, consistent for several years, and every single time that he goes away to AFCON, and I know that obviously this season was a bit different because of the injury, he just seems to hit this brick wall. He just seems to stop all of a sudden, and I don't understand why. Before AFCON, this guy was on fire, firing on all cylinders. Anything he touched turned to gold, and since he's come back, and since obviously this injury's happened, this guy can't score unless it's a penalty. Or unless it's a tap-in. What's happened to Mo Salah? Luis Diaz. I like everything that he offers. But he's not good enough in front of goal. And that moment tonight where he hit the inside of the post really does sum up his Liverpool career. Close, but no cigar. Darwin, I can't speak about that. No, I've got to speak about Darwin. I've got to speak about him. Again, similar to Diaz, I like everything you've got. I see the improvement that you have made all season. But you're just not clinical enough. You're just not clinical enough. I've been one of your biggest defenders ever since you joined this club. I've defended you on multiple times and I've been so happy for you every time. It seems like you're getting to the level that I know you can perform at. But then you have stinker after stinker after stinker after stinker like you had done for the past several weeks. And I'm like, why am I defending you anymore? I can't defend you anymore. I can't defend any more of this maybe he will, maybe he won't kind of thing. Maybe he'll reach that level that we all said he would. Maybe he won't. For this team to falter and stutter the way that they have done in these past several weeks where it's been crucial, they've bottled under the pressure, they've completely collapsed. It's atrocious. It's absolutely atrocious the way that we're not even putting any fight. If we were putting in fight to these games and losing, you can kind of go, you know what? Maybe this team just isn't quite ready yet. Because as I kept saying throughout the entirety of this season, we were not built or we were not touted for a Premier League title charge. This was not the expectation going into this season. All of a sudden, as the season has gone on, we found ourselves in that title race. We've then faltered right at the key point. But there's no fight there. Our front line look so disjointed. It's unbelievable. They've lost their shooting boots. They've lost their magic. I made this reference and I made this sort of metaphor or simile or whatever it is. I made this comparison last season a hell of a lot But it seems like we're back there again last season. If you've ever watched the film Space Jam, where, of course, the aliens take all the talent and quality of the exceptionally really good basketball players, and then it leaves the other basketball players not knowing what they're doing, and they just look so uncoordinated and they're just abysmal players. That is exactly what has seemingly happened these past several weeks. It's almost like we've lost all our ability, we've lost all our fight, we've lost all of our engine room and everything else that goes along with it, and it's just fell apart completely. Our defence looked terrified every time anyone, not just Everton tonight, but anyone goes forward against us. I don't know what has happened to our defence. We were so strong throughout. It was actually one of our best parts of our season for a large part. Like, barring these last several weeks, our defence was actually looking pretty strong. We were conceding chances, but, you know, obviously we had Alisson in goal, Connor Bradley or Trent at right back, Van Dijk and Konate, like I said earlier on in the video, were imperious for large parts of this season, and Joe Gomez was absolutely unbelievable at times. Our defence just gets torn apart now way too easy. Way too easy. And like I say, tonight, Dominic Calvert-Lewin just turned into prime Didier Drogba. Just turned into prime... Everything he won. Every time the ball was in the air, he won it. He was pulling our defenders this way and that way. And it didn't matter if he was against Konate or whether he was against Van Dijk. This guy was winning everything. Everything. Our defences fell apart. Our midfield has blown up. The engine that it is has completely blown up. Soboslai's dropped off a cliff. Endo, everything he touched tonight went straight to an Everton player pretty much. Curtis Jones, since coming back from injury, just has looked like he's drowning out there. And no matter what subs we make now, one of the big parts of our season has been substitutions and how much they've changed games for us. Well, in the past several weeks, no matter what subs we make now, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the game. It doesn't change the game. It's truly abysmal what has happened with this club over the past several weeks. And Jurgen Klopp doesn't deserve this kind of send-off. He really does not deserve this kind of send-off. He deserves so much more than this. But these players have just bottled it and given up when it mattered most. And that may be a little bit harsh to say, but it does feel that way. To go into a Merseyside derby, forget the context of the season. Forget the context of the title race and the title charge and whatever else it may be. Forget that. To not even go into a Merseyside derby and show the kind of fight and show the kind of passion that the badge, the shirt, and the game deserves is unbelievable. And you could just see from the way that obviously we were playing the game, we lost our heads completely. Everton properly rattled us, and they played their game to perfection. Their game plan worked to perfection, and we were rattled. And yes, the referee was shocking tonight. There were some really strange decisions from him, but we bought into that. We should have just got on with it, but we didn't. We argued with the ref. Klopp's constantly in the fourth official's ear. McAllister gets booked for dissent. Diaz gets booked for dissent. Just play your game. Just play your natural game and forget about that stuff. Yes, it is annoying, but we know that these referees are crap. But it's what helped Everton in the long run to beat us, because they were in our heads, and mentally we were outthought. They outthought us. They were just unbelievable today. In a season that they've been so poor in a season in which Calvert-Lewin again has been pretty much anonymous in, they outthought us, outplayed us, outmuscled us. Whatever kind of terms you want to use, they were better than us. They walk away the 3 points, and they deserve those 3 points. Absolutely embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing from Liverpool's point of view. And now we look at it and go, right, secure top 4. That's all we've got left to play for this season. Just secure the top 4. Should be secure anyway. But you never know with these kinds of things. So go on, secure the top 4, play without pressure now, do whatever the hell you want. The season's over. It's a 2-horse race now. It's a 2-horse race, and we've got to seriously look at our. We've got to look at our squad going forward. If Arnistoff is going to be the guy to come in, I'm not exactly happy about that. But at the end of the day, we've got to make do with what we've got. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes. We'll see how that goes. But the squad needs looking at. Because, if Salah's going to keep putting in performance like he has done for the past several weeks, then maybe the best thing is to offload him to Saudi, if that's still on the cards. If that's still on the cards, maybe that is the best option. As much as it may sound a bit overreactionary and everything, but with the way that he's been playing the past several weeks, it might be an option to cash in on him whilst you have the opportunity to do so. Maybe it's the same with Diaz, cashing on him whilst you have the opportunity to do so, and Nunes as well. Maybe get an entire front line. And again, I love Diogo Jota. I love that he's our best finisher. But guess what? If the guy ain't on the pitch because he's injury prone all the time, what's the point in having him? It's an absolute chaotic shambles. And the way that this club can instantly turn from being incredible, having some of its incredible mentality restored back to this club, as we have done for the past however many months it's been in this title race, to the point where we're scoring last minute winners, to the point where we're grinding out results, to the point where we're battering Manchester City and are just so close to obviously beating them at home, to the point now where we don't even look like we could beat Sheffield United. And they're shocking right now. They lost to Man United 4-2 tonight. We don't look capable of beating the large portion of bottom teams. And you could see the difference, the major difference in class between us, Arsenal and City. Now, I know that obviously City are yet to play till tomorrow, but you see the difference in class between us and Arsenal. Arsenal went against Chelsea yesterday and just absolutely wiped the floor with them. We can't even do that with Everton. It's unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. We need a hard look at this squad. We need to cut our losses with certain players. And we just need to go again. We just need to go again next season. New manager. Again, I'm not particularly excited by him. He doesn't really excite me that much. If it is going to be Arnistoff, which according to the reports within the past 48 hours or so, that seems to be where Liverpool are heading. I'm not entirely enthusiastic about it. I hope I'm proven wrong. I'm hoping he's a godsend. I'm hoping he's going to come in and he's going to shore up this Liverpool squad, and I'm hoping that things turn around for the better. But I'm not enthusiastic by it. I'm not completely convinced by it. And tonight, just a dreadful performance. Title race is over. Everton get the win. Deservedly get the win. And we're once again going to be seeing another kind of couple of posts, tweets, interviews of Van Dijk saying it's not good enough. We need to go now to the end of the season and hope that obviously there is still maybe a miracle on the cards later on, or something, or words to that effect. Words to that effect from now until the rest of the season. It's a shambles. We've gone too early. Our overstretched squad has completely blown up at the final and most important stage of the season. Yeah, there you have it. There you have it. That is all we have to say on that. That's all she wrote on the season of Liverpool Football Club for this campaign. Those are your thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you call it, of this guy. I want to know what you guys think. What do you make of the game tonight? What do you make of the performance, the result, the title race, everything else that goes along with it? Like I say, once again, congratulations to Everton. Well and truly deserved tonight. But Liverpool were absolutely abysmal. Absolutely abysmal. And there's no excuses tonight for putting in that kind of performance. Just absolutely atrocious from start to finish. Yeah, what more can I say on that? Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new and want to see more content like this. Both things are always and forever greatly appreciated. And as always, thank you all so much for watching and listening. I've been Fletch. This has been another Fletch Talks video, instant match reaction. I'll see you all again very soon, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your night.